Hello guys, what's up? This is Midway and we are looking at how to kill NALTHOR the Rhinebinder on Tyrannical keys as a Holy Paladin in patch 9.2, also playing NECRO Lord. So really the main thing to look forward to as a Holy Paladin is going to be pre-freedoming the frozen binds, so you keep everything nice and tidy. How do you do that? Well, really just try and keep looking at the boss timeline and make sure that you are not losing your place in the fight. You know when that shit's coming up and you are looking at the frames. Now, of course, it's going to be easier or harder if you're not falling behind with healing and also panicking in that regard, right? Having a good UI, having good weak cores, having a good frames will always help a lot with tracking those kind of things. But that's just a matter of what you have at your disposal. As purely a Holy Paladin point of view and what you can do with the character, it's just a matter of being aware of what's going on in the fight. Now, another thing that's very important is going to be the more melee you have in this fight is actually the easier it's going to be. Why is that? Because if you stack up on melee for whenever the shield is up and you have the sword is coming up, the tidier you play that, the less stressful it's going to be. And you can check it out right here. We are all just moving out together, nice and tidy. Nobody's using individual movement speed increases, right? So nobody's like pulling ahead. And that way it's very nice and clean and everybody's able to stay on melee, min-max their uptime. It's not Holy Paladin specific, but it's something to keep in mind. Try and convince the people you're playing with that stacking up together is the way to go, because people will always try and play it by themselves and like move out of the group because they feel like they might like die or whatever. They think that they are not able to keep the pace, or they're just panicking. And it's, of course, it is more chill to play it on your own, but when you see that everybody's moving at the same pace, you just feel like the fight is like way easier. In terms of healing, like look at this, we're not falling behind, and you know why? It's because we have a shitload of hammers. Of course, we also have a lot of damage, but we managed to, throughout the entire dungeon, not have to use any hammers on any other bosses. Now, that might not always be the case. If you kind of fuck up on Surgeon Stitchflesh, you will probably have to use a hammer or two, or maybe every single hammer on him. If that's the case, well, this fight will just be a little bit harder in terms of healing through those shields. By the way, as you can see there, if you jump and you get the binds on you, you will not show the range of what the dispel is going to be doing, and that will be very bad because some people will just not move out of it, and it can cause a lot of panic. It's usually just the main cause of people things going wrong in this fight is just not getting the pre-freedom done right. But yeah, the more hammers you have, the easier this fight is. It's nothing new, of course, but it just makes this fight like so much easier. You just look at my frames, they're barely moving. It's at 26, there should be a lot of damage. Of course, we're playing NECRO, we have a lot of AoE healing, and the only damage that's really happening in this fight is concentrated AoE damage doing the shields, right? And NECRO excels at that, especially if you're running a full melee comp like we are. But yeah, if you manage to keep the hammers up and break all the shields that are looking like are gonna be a struggle because, well, you just have no damage. If that's the case, then this fight is just easy nowadays if you are playing NECRO in particular. So that's really all I have to say about this fight, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, hope you find it useful, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye bye.